I would get my vlogging camera and create a better quality visual for you guys, but my camera's like too far away from me and I just don't feel like it. So I just did the final walkthrough of the house before close tomorrow, and honestly, I knew that I was buying this house as is. Like, and that basically just means that the seller will not help you with things in terms of, okay, so let's say that, for example, the HVAC unit in the basement was not working. We could not like really renegotiate a deal because they said house is sold as is. So it's not like, oh, we'll give you a credit, we'll give you some money for it, oh, we'll get it fixed for you. Like that really wasn't the way that this was going to work. And I also thought that meant that they were leaving all of the furniture and just like the house in the current state that it was in, which there's a good bit of like furniture and just like shit, honestly, at that house. So once we got to the point of obviously inspection, appraisal, everything is good, like cleared to close without like actually being cleared to close. It's a lot of stuff, getting a mortgage and stuff. But basically it was like, there should be no more roadblocks. My agent texted the other agent and was like, tell the owners now that they gotta clear this stuff out. So they just told my agent that they got some stuff out. What they didn't get out, they have a organization that is going to collect it for donations, which is great and awesome. So we took a look at the house today, did a final walkthrough, and my hair looks absolutely crazy. They removed maybe like 4 pieces of furniture. And it's not the fact that there's furniture left because I was expecting that. It's more so the fact that now there's more trash and it's just like more of a mess. Like they just like pulled things out, took what they wanted, and then just left a mess. And my agent was really, really disappointed too. Honestly, like she seemed a little bit more disappointed than I was because I was like, I bought this house as is. Like I expected it to be a mess. But she was like, no, like now you got to pay money to get someone to take this stuff out. And they just left trash. Like it was just trash. It was something that like they could have handled, but they decided not to handle. So she's going back to them, and she actually has a guy that can do like large item removal. So she's getting a quote because she did take like videos of the house and pictures and stuff. So she's going to get a quote, and then she's going to go to the seller and be like, hey, this is how much it's going to cost to remove this stuff. Like it's your stuff. It shouldn't be on the property anymore. So we'll see what happens if I get some money for that. If not, like, I'm not fazed. I knew that I was buying this house as is. Like, I'm not fazed. It was just like, yeah, it was a little disappointing the state that they left the house. But tomorrow is closing day. I cannot believe that we're here. I cannot believe that I'm closing on this house. Holy crap. I'm so excited. When I drove onto the property, I was like, yeah, like this is home. This is gonna be sweet. And then I walked on the deck and I was like, wow, this is a hazard. I cannot believe today is the day. I close on my house today. Like this is the day that I buy my lake property, the house that I'm going to live in for several years at the age of 28. Like I just like didn't, I don't know, I didn't see my life going like this. I didn't. And if you guys listen to podcast episodes, like the second episode that we launched was talking about like how we like thought our life would look, or it wasn't really about it. It was like what we'd be surprised about or shocked about like with our life now compared to like when we were at different ages. And I'm telling you, no matter what way I thought my life was going to go, I really did not think at 28 I would be living on a lake full time. Like I thought it was gonna take me to like 30 some. God, I feel so incredibly grateful right now. Today I actually have one final hurdle that I have to jump over, and I have to drive over an hour away to my bank because my bank does not exist here in Birmingham, and wire the money, and then come back, and I have got closing this afternoon. And then that's it. I get the keys to the house, and it's my house. 40 minutes later, the money has been sent. Wow, we can like celebrate. I walked out of there and was like, whoo, okay, it's done. We're here, it's done. All I have to do is sign some freaking papers today, and it's a done deal. Wow, I'm so glad that was like so easy. I was so stressed. The amount of forms of identification, like I had a debit card, a credit card, my checking book. I had like so many different things. And of course, like they always just need like what I'm going to call the bare minimum, but it's like your ID and a second proof of identification, where I brought like the works because I was like, I drove for this. Like it needs to get done today. I don't have the option of like going back home and getting something extra I need. So let me just bring it all with me. But oh my gosh. Wow, I'm so excited. Only a few more hours and this house will be mine. It's really hitting me. Like I just want to cry right now. I'm so incredibly excited. This is the final thing. This is it. I just gotta sign several papers, sign the next 30 years of my life away, and then I'll have keys to this house. Okay. I've got everything that I need in here or in my car. I actually just left like the confirmation of the wire in my car. I do have a lovely pimple patch on my face that we are going to hide with my hair when I get there, but let me actually fill this up and then we're on the road. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Well, I'm officially a new homeowner. Wow. I was sitting in there and I was telling my real estate agent, this is the first closing that I've done the so-called normal way. Like with having the sellers there and like both agents there, like I've never had that experience before. The first home I bought, the sellers were actually deployed. So they weren't there. It was just like me and my agent and that was it. And then like the person that was conducting the whole thing. And then the second time that I bought a house, the one that I'm currently in, was all virtual because it was during the pandemic and it was actually before I even moved down here. So this was like my first real closing experience, and talking to the seller, I was like, this is weird. Like we can communicate. This is so weird, but are you guys ready to go to the house? You know what? Change of events. They're actually still at the house right now removing some of the stuff. So we were able to get someone in to clear it out, and then the sellers actually paid for it. So they're still here clearing things out. Let's come back in a little bit. One of the fun parts of having closing in person is all of the gifts that agents bring. Like, I feel like that's not really talked about, but like you do get gifts as like a buyer and a seller. The agent will give you something. And I actually got something for my mortgage people as well. I had no idea this was happening. So I'm curious what the heck this is. I bet it's like merch or swag for their stuff. Yes, oh my gosh. And it's got like my guy's phone number, so I don't want to share it. A seasoned loan expert. Wait, what is this seasoning? Oh my gosh, it's just Cajun seasoning. That's hilarious. What is this? Oh, it's like a little candle with their logo on it as well. The super exciting piece is from my real estate agent. She goes above and beyond. I adore her. Tiffany. The only thing I'll probably ever have from Tiffany. This box is so huge. Oh, wait a second. Ooh, it's a plate. So last time I got champagne glasses, probably honestly because I am like a second buyer through her, that she was like, you already have champagne glasses, so here's something different. Or maybe they changed what they give their clients. I don't know. Wow. How extra is this to have a Tiffany Co. plate? Wow. Wow, oh my gosh, they did such a great job with clearing this place out. Oh man. That's gone, that's gone. Wow. I own this place. This is my place. This is my house. I own this house. I own this motherfucking house. Holy crap. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. This is my first time like in the house alone. Without a real estate agent here. Without an inspector here. Oh, man. Having all this stuff cleared out of here now just has me so freaking excited to start renovations. Like I'm like fresh slate. Like get this thing freaking like gutted. Let's get this thing going. Oh my gosh. The next video you guys are going to see is going to be a house tour of this place, but I just want to share like one feature that I love so much. One thing that sold me, that when my dad was standing, he was like, wow. And I was like, isn't this nice? I'm obsessed. Let's go do what we're actually here to do. You guys better get used to this view because man, this is gonna be me every single day of my life. I have this thing that I do with every house that I buy where the very first night I spend it sleeping in the living room. And obviously I'm not going to sleep in the living room here. I am gonna do that once I like officially move in. Like I wanna spend the first night in my living room, like none of my stuff set up. I just like wanna sleep there in the living room. But since we can't have that ritual, we're starting a new one, which is eating a gluten-free, dairy-free pizza out here on the deck. It's got red sauce. It is currently not working out for me right now. What did I already say? Dairy-free cheese, tomatoes, like roasted tomatoes, bacon, and arugula. That's nice. But what's better is this view. I cannot believe I'm gonna live here. I'm gonna live here. And this is my house. I own this property. I should get a picture of this. Oh my god, this is everything. Welcome to my fixer-upper. Carpet. Disgusting. We're gonna reverse. Absolutely destroyed. It's fine. Like this is some nice wallpaper that doesn't match the vibe. One of the largest showers you will ever see in your life. For all the fancy stuff, it's going in there. This is how you know you're getting like an old house. It's obnoxious. That's so good.